Hi everyone, today I'm going to tell you 15 common English idioms that you can use in your daily conversations, because with the meaning, I'm going to tell you their usage as well. So let's start. Okay, so let's start with the first idiom for today. The first idiom is a blessing in disguise, which means something that seems bad but is actually good. And we can use it in a sentence like, losing their job was blessing in disguise. It led me to my dream career. Okay, I hope you got this idiom. So I'm going to move on to the next one, which is burning the candle at both ends. Now, burning the candle at both ends means working too hard and not getting enough rest. Okay, now how can we use that in a sentence? Let's look at that. We can use it like he's burning the candle at both ends, staying up late and getting up early. So that means he's burning the candle at both ends. Okay, let's move on to the next idiom now, which is caught between a rock and a hard place. You might have heard it in phrases like rock, hard place, me. It was a dialogue of Chandler. Now, the meaning means facing two difficult choices. And how can we use that in a sentences? She's caught between a rock and a hard place, having to choose between her job and her family. Okay, now it was pretty like being in a tough situation as well. Now, the next idiom that we are going to see is cut to the chase. Cut to the chase means get to the point without wasting time. Now, cutting to the chase we can use in a sentence like, let's cut to the chase. What's the real issue here? Okay, I hope you got this idiom as well. So I'm going to quickly move on to the next one, which is every cloud has a silver lining. Now, every cloud has a silver lining. What does that mean? That means every difficult situation has a positive side. Now, how can we use that in a sentence is, I know this is tough, but remember, every cloud has a silver lining. This was a simple enough and that we have heard a lot of times, but we don't use it in our daily conversation, and that's what I want everyone watching my video to do. The next one is go the extra mile. Now, go the extra mile is put in extra effort to achieve something. Now, how can we use that in a sentence? Like, she always goes the extra mile to help her clients. And even I try to do that a lot. Okay, the next idiom that we have is hit the ground running. Now, hit the ground running means to start something and proceed quickly with enthusiasm. Like when the new project starts, we need to hit the ground running. And this we can use for extra energy or to pump up our team as well. Now, the next idiom that I'm going to let you know about is it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango means both parties are responsible for a situation. Now, how can we use that in a sentence? Like, he can't blame her alone. It takes two to tango. Okay, now the next idiom that we have is jump on the bandwagon. Now, it might be a little difficult to remember, but then I'm going to give you a very easy meaning to it. The meaning of jump on the bandwagon is join a popular trend or activity. Like, many companies are jumping on the bandwagon of remote work. And we are still doing that, right? This trend caught up during the COVID and it's still going on. Okay, the next one is kill two birds with one stone. Very common idiom. Again, I'm going to give you the meaning, which you'll be able to remember for a really long time, is to achieve two things with a single action. Now, achieving two things in a single action, how can we use that in a sentence? By taking the train, I can read my book and get to work. killing two birds with one stone. Okay, so this was the usage of that particular idiom, and now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is let sleeping dogs lie. Now, let sleeping dogs lie means to avoid interfering in a situation that is currently stable. Okay, otherwise that dog is going to wake up and bite you. But the usage of the sentence is, I think we should let sleeping dogs lie and not bring up the old argument. Okay, the next idiom that I'm going to tell you about is out of the blue. Out of the blue means unexpectedly or suddenly. Now, unexpectedly or suddenly, how can we use that in a sentence? He called me out of the blue after years of no contact. Okay, that was a sudden call. Okay, next idiom that I'm going to tell you about is pull someone's leg. Now, that doesn't mean like pulling someone's leg literally, but that means to tease or joke with someone. Now, how can we use it in a sentence? Like, are you serious or just pulling my leg? Okay, the next idiom that we have is the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court means it's your turn. It's your chance to make a decision or take action. Okay, now when it's your turn to take action, that means ball is in your court. Now, how can we use it? Like, I've done my part. Now the ball is in your court. Now I'm going to move on to the last one from our session today. I promised you 15 idioms and I'm going to deliver 15 idioms. So the last one is throw caution to the wind. Now that means to take a risk without worrying about the consequences. I can never ever do that. But how can we use that in a sentence? Let me tell you about that. They decided to throw caution to the wind and go on a spontaneous trip. Some people get the kick out of it, but then people like me can't do it. Now, I promised 15 as I said. I gave you 15. Now, I'll see you in the next session. Let me know in the comments if you liked all the 15 idioms, and I'm going to see you in the next session. Bye.